he was the one I told you worked with the
You
Who
talked
and
about a lot.
different people. Um, he's not from Missouri, but he lived
Okay.
in Crane for quite a while down in those little apartments down there,
Right. Yes, definitely.
kind of where the street where if you come out of the neighborhood and then cross the highway and go
Right.
on down there, and they're kind of on the right.
It was Hoffman's Courts is what they were called.
That was
Hoffman's
it.
Courts.
He lived there, and Crazy Al, he's just a one of a kind. I mean, uh, he had heart surgery this last year, but he's doing good. But he's living in Memphis now.
Well, he
And
needs to go on clearly.
I told him, I said, you ought to look this up
Right.
and just punch in here someday.
Yes.
Because I go, the way we met was at the Holiday Inn. And after
Really?
we got done that night, he was with a band called John Washington.
Okay.
That's they were a touring band. I forget what song. They were kind of from England. But anyway, Al was with them. And they had some songs. But he had a Doberman. I was
Okay.
staying on the top floor. And after we just did one night, and after it was over, I was walking to my room, and I got right around the corner where my room was, down the way, and there's a Doberman standing by my room, just. And I go, whoa! And I turn around, and go back down the stairs, and the dog has ran the other way and meets me at the bottom of the stairs. And I go, shoot! And how am I going to just get in my room? Well, Crazy Al, it was his dog. And he was just watching it and laughing. But it was the way we met. And then we ended up playing music for a long time. Al, he was always such a goofball. He drank a lot for years. Okay. Maybe about 25 years ago, he cold turkey quit it. And
Wow.
So, but I told him, and he's a guy, man, if you think I talk, gee whiz. But, he has so many stories. I said, that would be your little story right there, Al. Well, I'm not from Missouri, but I did live there a while. And
look at this down below us.
Yeah, he would be good.
Look at this down below us. Look down here, down at the screen, at the bottom of the screen. Can you see that at all? Or does it just show up higher?
No, I see you're in the show. Oh.
I'm getting fancy. It's very cool.
What is it? Oh, the scrolling stuff?
Yes, it says Dale Wiley and Mike Reed at 4:00 on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. It's very, very cool.
It's very cool.
And so anyway, what has your day been like?
What's my what?
What's your day been like?
Oh, let's see. Started during the night, since I have one foot, that there's been nothing wrong with it for a long time. The only time I've taken the sock off of it was to wash my foot. And I thought, I'm going to sleep without a sock tonight. Okay. So I did that for a while. I got up around noon. It was one of those things. I was sleeping good, so I just go ahead and sleep, And it was, I got up, and I'm still in the process of taking Christmas stuff down.
Oh, yeah.
And the dog's going to the groomer, but I have all the grooming tools. I'm going to try to do some pre-grooming on my own. And that's about it. I haven't done a whole lot of anything today. I listen, see, on Facebook where you can post a little thing on Messenger or whatever. I had my little thing about President Trump that I put on there. I put something on just so my friends can see it. It's easier than calling them all. Yes. And it wasn't nothing bad. It was just
but somebody took it bad because somebody always takes stuff bad, and that's why we don't need to talk about any of that stuff.
Oh, it's true. It was like, I was just saying, if I was him, what I would do from here on, some things I would do. And he's actually talked about it. I mean, he's talked about starting his own TV network,
right?
Like Ted Turner did.
Right.
The guy's definitely got the money if he wants to do it, But anyway, and then you get on there, and then I had a second cousin that gets on there.
Oh, yeah, it's always someone, and that's why
ripping me
that stuff because
ripping me
I've got some stuff to tell you. This really good stuff.
What's that?
I got to tell you that at 5 o'clock tonight, we're doing the first show ever on what we're calling 5 at 5. And that's five, it's either 5 original songs or 5 public domain songs with an artist. And we're doing this live. It's going to be so fun. It's going to work to benefit and start to create the Missouri Music Channel. And so I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, so I need to tune in and watch a little bit of that.
You definitely do, because it'll be fantastic. Our guest is Beth Bombara. She's a fantastic musician from St. Louis, and it's a great way to start us off. I will love it.
Didn't you have that on here somewhere yesterday talking about you were going to do this?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I did. But yeah, that's the whole idea. And then the other thing is we're getting everything ready to get the Slewfoot catalog online. And so all those old recordings that we did so many years ago, we're going to bring it all back. We got the agreement. We just have the lawyer look over it now, and we're getting it done. It's going to be so fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, that's very cool.
It's going to be very cool.
That's just another direction to take this. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I talked to other people yesterday. I talked to a guy, Sid Meadows, that played with me for a long time.
Okay.
Him and June, they worked at Silver Dollar City, and they're just off right now,
Right.
They've both been sick, but I said, you should someday at 4 when I'm on here, just
exactly. That's the whole idea, is to get people that know us, maybe Bruce Westrup, maybe Bruce Richardson. There's so many people that we could have on.
I talked to Bruce Richardson last night because he's out in Vegas, and it was funny. I called him. I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Just sitting here watching you and Dale Wiley on YouTube." I go, "Are you really?" He goes, "Oh, I tune in." See, he goes, "I tune in every day and see what you're."
That's wonderful. I love it.
I said, "Well, why don't you call in there tomorrow?"
Yes, have him come on.
I said, and you can say, "Well, I'm not a musician, but I'm from Crane, and
yes.
I just wanted to put my 2 cents in because I've known Mike a long time."
Oh, yeah.
And Bruce is so laid back. He said, "Well, I probably won't do that."
Well, that's the deal, because I'm thinking we do this Monday to Friday, every Monday to Friday at 4, and then we have the weekend off, and then we come back and do another one on Monday.
Yeah, and it's also going to give us a little direction to figure that out.
Right.
I'm going to try to all the green screen, all the stuff I have now. I can have a green screen backdrop. Of course,
yes,
it won't have anything else on it. It'll just be green.
Right.
But it looks like I'm in a green screen studio.
Yes.
And I'm gonna fix a little area here in my house somewhere where that's just when I'm talking to you, that's my spot where I'm at.
Right.
And then I can actually have a little table. I can have a guitar or the washboard. I can have something just sitting behind
And this process is ready for a green screen. It has that capability. It does.
Yeah. And there's got to be, I had a thing somebody shared, one of those memory things on Facebook today. And it's one time when we played at the Missouri State Fair for like 20 years.
Right.
And one of the guys in the band had took a CD sleeve and made our own cover for it. That was, Mike Reed and Dixie. And it was all of us on there. Jeff Bell was the guitar player back in those days. I don't know if you remember him or not.
I don't know.
No, he's a guy. He played here and there. He just wasn't out everywhere. But I was looking to see if I kept it here online somewhere. It was really awesome. I mean, I was really glad to see it. I mean, it was. Let me see. Here, I was just going to bring it up on the laptop and just show you, but.
Well, in the meantime, let's also talk about.
Yeah, go ahead.
And found out about the other really cool thing from today was that the Hank Lachlan CD that we issued on Slewfoot, which included both Vince Gill and Dolly Parton, is available, and it's going to be part of what we release. And I love the thought of having those additional tracks on there, because I was responsible for that amazing release by an all-time classic country artist.
Oh yeah, that sounds very cool.
Yes, very cool. I'm very excited. I'm over the moon, you might say.
And you know you're old when you say the word cool all the time, like I do. So
Well, we
I think
both
my
issue.
generation invented that word. I think.
Well, I like that. That's a good idea. But yeah, I'm having what it was stupendous is what this is. It's stupendous.
Stupendous.
Yes. I'm
Well,
having a stupendous day, definitely.
yes, I haven't heard that one.
Okay,
Well,
so
I don't know where that thing is, so I'm
that's
not.
totally fine. Let's remove and restart because we have to get off of here pretty close to 4:30 today, so I get started on this 5 o'clock deal. But I just want to make sure that I checked in with you and get your answers. And is the washboard round?
Is the washboard what?
Is it round?
Is it around?
Yeah. Can I have a washboard demonstration? That's what I'm asking.
I saw it right before I got on here. It's in the room with all the guitars and stuff.
Okay.
There, but the gloves that I play it with
Oh yeah.
are in another part of the house in a closet. And for
So,
me to bottle
so
up,
for Monday, that's what we will look forward to is a full weekend of anticipation for Monday for Mike and the Washbird at 4 o'clock on Monday.
that's right.
Right.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, because I was going to do that for today, and
Right.
that's what I set out to do. And I was back here, and I need to get on here, and I was like, okay, I need to get the crutches and try to get to the front of the house, turn left, and go over here to a closet, and
Right.
because you have gloves they're all thin,
Right.
and people don't understand those thimbles have to be bent and shaped to fit over your finger good, so they're not round, kind of oblong, and then they're put on with duct tape. Yeah, that fits right in with washboard and duct tape.
Right. Sure.
But it's yeah, we'll do that. That's a really unique thing.
It is.
And I want to have my little place here whenever we talk, where it'll be a little green screen and be a little table behind me.
Right.
Anything I'm wanting to bring into the conversation,
Right.
like
Yes.
a little cajon or anything, I can
Right.
just sitting right behind me,
Yes.
or I can have one of the ventriloquist puppets sitting there, and I can say, hang on a minute, Dale, here, whatever, Ringo the Rabbit wants to talk to you.
Yes.
And all this does, it just shows that I do a lot of things. I don't do anything perfect,
Right. Nobody does.
And you understand, with ventriloquism, I mean, if I can sing with that, if I want to sing Elvis, but I don't sound like him, I just don't move my mouth, and I'm like, wise Nancy. So you have a microphone. Any little quivering that you do, you're not going to see that anyway.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if you sound like Elvis. You're just a puppet.
Right.
Song. And that's cool. So it's the ventriloquist thing is a lot of fun. And it's what I want to say. It's another form of music. Terry Fader, and at the Mirage, and
right.
Back in the days when I was traveling down in Texas, playing all over the place, he had a bus, and they were traveling, and they were called Texas the Band.
Okay.
And I'm sure I ran into these guys somewhere because,
right.
You're a couple of bands running around Texas. You all run into each other. You know, one's leaving a club on Saturday night, and you're getting in to be there for Monday, and he would bring just one of his puppets out or something like that, and just do a little thing, do a song with it. Hey, I want to sing a song for you, And did it fit in with what they were doing, being the country act out there? Not really.
Okay.
It just made him totally different. It like I used to, when I played, there's a long time, a friend of mine in Colorado turned me on to, they're made by Tony Lama, but they're called Tinny Lama boots.
Okay.
And they look like old wrestling boots or a tennis shoe.
Really?
They're white and laced up down at the bottom, but they're boots, and they were made for rodeo clowns.
Uh-huh.
I would wear those, and I've literally been stopped at like things like McDonald's or something, standing in line, and the bus out in the parking lot, and I've had people walk up to me and go, "You're the guy that wears the tennis shoe boots, aren't you?" And my brother for you said, "You're the singer. You're really good."
Right. Yes.
But you're the guy with the tennis shoe boots. It's like, and they're even around here too. I'll have to show you those. But see, that's always been my thing. Do something within what you do to make people remember you.
Right.
If you're just out there and you're just singing a song and all, you're like everybody else that's doing it.
Right.
They're going to remember the stuff, but it's, yeah. Now did I already ask you? I watched, it was on, I think it was last Sunday night. It was on KY3. It was late at night. It's called The Song, SONG.
Okay. Yes.
This was good. It had Jewel on there. It had just had them doing like one song acoustically and then somebody else. And I don't even know what it was really, but it was on late at night, and it's something new it's kind of like this is new. I mean, this can turn into, well, I guess the thing you're going to do tonight at 5.
You got to see it today. It's going to be so fun and so good. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, I'll be watching. Or, well, if I miss it, I can watch it tonight.
Yes, definitely. And so anyway, I just wanted to make sure we got on here and told everybody to make sure to watch the thing at 5 and to continue watching Mike and me every weekday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and Dale and Mike, we need to figure out something to call it.
Well, it's still knee deep in rubber. Is still my suggestion because that's what your dad called it. That makes me think you're dad every time.
If you don't know what that, and people, if you don't know what that means, it means you don't have what to expect. Okay,
right.
I can't even tell you what we're going to be talking about.
Right, exactly.
And so Nashville, I had when I was down there, I had a lady, and she wanted to start. She started an internet radio show, and I had my own keys to the little studio downtown, and it was very cool. And we would go in and do it was X Entertainment.
Okay.
And this went around the country. I think it's gone now, but she wanted it to be all the new artists and indie people you haven't heard of.
Right.
And I approached her. I said, why can't I just do one that's about entertainment? Now I'm all artists and all, but let's just say entertainment. We got some guy, he used to work for Barnum Bailey Circus, and he wants to be on there. Let's put him on. Let's talk to him.
Yes.
And we did that for quite a while. And I had my sidekick like Ed McMahon, Johnny Carson. And of course, most people looking at this probably don't even know who that was. But I had my sidekick, we got our little studio with our microphone. And we'd have our beginning to the show. Start out and we'd go, are you ready for the whatever X Entertainment Hour? Right. We would stop it and we'd look at each other. We go, that sucked, didn't it? Yeah, that wasn't very good. Okay, everybody just, we're going to start over. Okay, we're going to start over. Okay, 3, 2, 1. And we would do stuff. One of the guys would like knock on the table. I go, somebody's at the door. And he goes, who do you think it is? Like, well, I told Paula Abdul to come by if she was in town. I go, I got a text here. Oh, it is Paula. Okay, hang on. Take over, Marcus. I'm going to go let Paula in. And we would just make up stuff. And we had the phone line. They could call in.
Right.
We had people that call in. They go, I'm not sure what your guys' show's about, but they go, I my butt off of a night just listening to YouTube. And it's kind of like all these shows. Well, like, I guess, who was it? Bob, who's the guys up in India? Bob and Dave or Bob and...
Bob and Tom.
Yeah,
Bob and Tom.
Like that is just so fun. And those of it's kind of what we're doing, but only there's a purpose behind what we're doing, but we don't explain why that is.
And tell us about that. Just 5 minutes worth of stuff, and then we're going to cut it off. So tell me about what we're doing.
About what?
Yeah, about You're the Ticket. Tell me about it.
You're the Ticket?
Yeah.
Well, we can't. We probably talked too much about it yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Now, the main show that we're wanting to put in Branson, Missouri.
Right.
It's not. Let's just find an empty building and throw this thing together. No, this is a major thing.
A place is something that's going to be big, and that's what we're working on. Definitely.
We're working kind of from the back forward instead of from point A to B to C to D. We're kind of going from Z backwards.
Yes,
going,
absolutely. Yes.
And it has to be. It's kind of like turn on TV anytime at night, and you're going to watch some type of virtual reality show.
Right.
I mean, I just think it's crazy when you had the Masked Singer. That was kind of fun. Well, they still have, now they have the Masked Dancer.
Yes.
And now, see, they've even brought back I can name that tune in so many notes.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, man, that was so. We thought, what if people can go to a show in Branson, and we'll just put it this way, be a part of the show.
Yes.
And it didn't cost them and their family a whole lot of money.
Exactly.
They'll have money while they're on vacation to do other stuff.
Right.
It is. And that's where the name You're the Ticket comes from.
Right.
And it's, I'm sure we've all been places where we've saw some entertainers or been at a street fair or a fair somewhere and see a juggler or a clown, or we've seen stuff that we go, wow. Right. I mean, and wow, I wish there was somewhere I could go see this.
Right.
So it's going to be off the shirt tail. I mean, it's not going to be planned out.
Right.
But every night, this show will be variety in a different manner. It's going to have probably fourth of the show that's the same, maybe.
Right.
And other than that, your mom and dad, and you're from Phoenix, Arizona, and your daughter, she's 12 and she's a great singer, and boy, be awesome if she could get a job here in Branson. Guess what? We have a platform, we have a showcase where a crowd in Branson is going to get to see her sing.
Right.
Chance at winning. I mean, all the details aren't done, but she might win money and a chance to perform.
Right.
So it's to get into it. And as much as I talk, we'd be past. But it's very cool. It's a great idea. I've got a lot of ideas and stuff that I was interested in doing. For instance, just real quick, kids are a great crowd.
Oh yeah.
Like you see all these things that, hey, mom and dad, come and see the blah 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 show. $50.95 a ticket. And don't forget, kids get in free.
Right.
And I'm like, what if I do a thing of a day that's at noon or 1? It's an hour-long kids magic and ventriloquism show. Kids, $10. Bring mom,
bring mom and dad for free. Yeah, that's
that. $10, $15, and you get the hot dog and the drink and the chips with it because it's like lunchtime. And don't forget, bring mom and dad. How are they going to get there? Yeah, they got to bring mom and dad.
Right.
Mom and dad gets in free with the kid.
Exactly.
Flipped it.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about next week. We've got and acknowledged that you're going to do the washboard. We had so much to do for next Monday at 4:00. And so thank you so much, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, sounds good. Good luck at 5:00.
Oh, yeah.
See you.
Got it going on.
See you, buddy.
All right. Bye. Here we are. Now let me take it off. Yes.